Be warned, President William Ruto, of trusting Raila Odinga. That is the message that is currently coming from members of parliament from William Ruto's side, and more so the Kalejin community, led by one MP or member of parliament of Kapseret, Oscar Sudi. And not only Oscar Sudi, a former member of parliament and a supporter of William Ruto, has warned William Ruto of putting all his eggs in one basket, where he is telling him that Raila Odinga is a man that you cannot lay your 100% trust in, because he can change any minute, since he did the same in the government of former uh, uh, President, the late President Daniel Torite Arap Moi. I want you to listen to this before we get into details in regards to this story. Now listen, this is how it goes.
Do not rely on Raila. He can change 11th hour na hamuna mahali pa kwenda. Hiyo mnajidanganya hapa bure. Kesho after 4 days. Mimi na Oscar huyu ndio tulipambana na Bishop Okulu. I'm the one whom Gomoy gave money. I transported money all the way from Nairobi to save Victoria Bank.
Now listen, this is Vincent Tuwei, a former MP of Mosop, in front of Oscar Sudi. He is telling Oscar Sudi live. Currently, yes, we support that Raila Odinga is backing President William Ruto through the broad-based government and all that. But one thing that we shouldn't do is that we should not trust Raila Odinga fully, because he can change in the 11th hour. Raila Odinga can become a disaster to William Ruto come in the year 2027. The reason why this member of parliament, Vincent Tuwei, is tagging Oscar Sudi in this is because he knows. Recently, there was a publication that Oscar Sudi denied. A publication that portrayed or was a message that was said to have been purported or said by Oscar Sudi, where he said that Raila Odinga used us to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, yet he is planning a counter. I mean, he is planning. He is secretly planning to go against William Ruto come the year 2027. Why is he saying this? If you know Raila Odinga very well, you know that in the year 2002, Raila Odinga was in Moi's government. Are we together? Moi had trusted that Raila Odinga will help his then preferred presidential candidate, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, to secure the presidency in the year 2002. But in the last minute, it doesn't matter that Moi had rewarded Raila Odinga with the seat of the Cabinet Secretary of Energy, and he had also rewarded him with deals and money. I mean, to make sure that Raila Odinga delivers the Luo nation votes to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in the year 2002. But that did not happen. Raila Odinga realized that the opposition led by Mwai Kibaki, kijana wa Malwa, who was the then running mate for Mwai Kibaki, Charity Kaluki Ngilu, together with Mother Karua, they had become so strong, and they were a force to be reckoned, that there was nothing that could, turn what was going on. It was a revolution that had been born by Mwai Kibaki and Kijana wa Malwa, and everybody was joining this newborn revolution. So Raila Odinga ditched Moi and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and joined the government. That is why, while this man is speaking, is pointing out at Oscar Sudi, telling him, be vigilant, be aware that Raila Odinga can turn against us in the last minute, because we know him better than you think you know him. Because when Moi was the president, he used us, he sent us with money to reward Raila Odinga together with these members of parliament in Bondo. But at the last minute, Raila Odinga walked out on us. Same thing to William Ruto. William Ruto was Raila Amolo Odinga's supporter and campaigner in the year 2007. Now, after Kofi Annan came in the country to mediate, Raila Amolo Odinga became the prime minister, and William Ruto was given the docket as a cabinet secretary. Now, during the time that they served from the year 2008 to the year 2013, there was born the Ocampo Six. And during the Ocampo Six, William Ruto was named among them. William Ruto expected Raila Amolo Odinga to back him up, to support him, to help him fight the case that had been brought by the ICC against him. But Raila Amolo Odinga did not do that. Raila Amolo Odinga even went ahead to question William Ruto several times, calling him corrupt. And William Ruto has tasted the betrayal of Raila Amolo Odinga several times. So Vincent Tuwei is telling Oscar Sudi, go tell William Ruto. And we are telling him this as his friends and people that wants him to last and rule this country for the next 10 years. But if he trusts Raila Amolo Odinga fully, he might be crying for himself without knowing, because Raila Amolo Odinga might realize the opposition has power. The opposition has garnered a lot of support. So there is no way William Ruto is going to win against the opposition. So the best thing that Raila Odinga can do is to walk into the opposition, join akina Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Natembeya, Rigathi Gachagua, and they will dethrone William Ruto come the year 2027. So Oscar Sudi should be aware of that. Now, the reason why he's addressing Oscar Sudi is because he knows Oscar. There was an article that went viral of Oscar Sudi claiming that Raila used them. As I said earlier, Raila used them to impeach Rigathi Gachagua so that he will be absorbed into the government, and then because he knows he has the highest number of members of parliament, he can table a motion of impeachment against William Ruto. So William Ruto should be ready of anything if he is ready to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. Because Raila can realize the people have spoken. And if the people have spoken, then I have no otherwise. It doesn't matter the goodies that I'm receiving from William Ruto. I will have to walk out from William Ruto, and I will have to betray the agreement that I had with William Ruto. Right now, Raila Amolo Odinga will be quiet because he knows there are some certain there is time for him to figure out his decision. There is time to make up his mind. There is time to get money for campaigning in the year 2027. There is time for him to influence as many as possible leaders within the circles of power. So that if Raila Amolo Odinga is to walk out of government, he is walking out of government in the last minute, and he will return in the government as the president of the Republic of Kenya. it is something that you all see sense in, because Raila has been called by the opposition several times telling him, Baba, come to us. We are ready for you. Come. We will support you. We will make you our presidential candidate. Now, let's look at what Kenyans are saying in regards to this message by Vincent Tuwei, the member of the former member of parliament of Mosop. People are saying, I read one, Mohammed Nicholas saying, Raila is a political business, is a political business with self-gain. Olena Piku anasema correct, not Rutos but looted taxpayers' money. Keprono anasema kuchus kasit. Job anasema so he wants to come back. Skeptical anasema he should tell this to Ruto. Why is he telling wananchi who were not involved in the broad-based deal? Komarok anasema that one can leave you in the desert without water while he has a full lorry with water. Lucky anasema whoever is lying to rejected politicians that insulting Raila in funerals will make them come back to politics should be hanged. Now, ni maneno tu ya watu kulingana na maneno ya one Vincent Tuwei. Wewe maoni yako ni yapi? Achia maoni kwenye comment section, tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Kumbuka, hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report.